Their music was raw, real, and often prophetic. But did Vaughn and Durk unknowingly write the script to their own downfall? They came from the same block, shared the same pain, and rose to fame together. But while the world celebrated their success, their lyrics told a darker story.
They fool and they don't really fuck with you. Let me tell you the truth. Went on the drill, my homie, and that nigga ain't even shoot. Steady acting gangsta, they ain't even you. Set up bad bitches, they ain't even cute.
I was like, damn, why you do that? Man, we doing this shit. Fuck this shit, nigga. This how we ride. Watch out. So when you put niggas to the side, every nigga that ever dissed me or ever said something about me on YouTube, liars, I can call their phone right now and be like, look, I love you, keep it mutual, keep my name out your mouth. I can do all that, and I bet you won't hear it.
These weren't just punchlines, they were predictions, warnings, maybe even cries for help. In this video, we're breaking down the songs that may have forecasted everything: the rise, the fallout, and the fate that met Vaughn and Durk. From the heart of Chicago's South Side block came two voices that shook the drill scene to its core: King Von and Lil Durk. Lil Durk was the first to rise, repping OTF and putting his city on the map with melodic drill anthems. Then came King Von, raw, vivid, and unapologetically real. In the early 2010s, a new sound was rising from the streets of Chicago. Relentless. This was drill music. And in the middle of it all stood O-Block, ground zero for two of its most iconic voices, Lil Durk and King Von.
Hey, Vaughn, tell bro, go spin that Benz. All them niggas was scared to shoot our vids. We had guns in they lens.
And then came the arrest of Durk and Vaughn for attempted and robbery of Alexander Witherspoon on February 2019 at 5 a.m. in the morning.
I ain't got at no club. I don't wanna drink, I don't wanna do drugs. You tell them no, they gonna stop showing love. It is what it is, it was what it was. I don't even care about
what is good, YouTube? Welcome back to Crime the E-Way, where we dive into true crime stories that's happening all over the urban and African American communities. So like, comment, and subscribe. Let's get to it.
Be lit for God like can do. It's nothing in life that I can't do. All my blessings coming through. I'm like, what can't G?
How did you become a part of that?
I grew into it. Like part of like hold on. I used to OTF, hold on. Like it's OTFI, you know, the record label. And it's OTF, like, you know. I've been OTF. You know.
So there's a difference.
Yeah, like industry wise and just family wise. You see what I'm saying? Like I've been OTF family wise, and now industry wise, now I'm OTF because I rap. You see what I'm saying?
Ah, I see.
Yeah. What you say about blood though?
Introduce this guy right here. I don't know who he is.
King Von, you know what I'm saying, one of the hottest, the hottest in Chicago.
Yes.
For sure. I'm saying, going crazy.
He's OTF?
For sure. I'm saying, just getting to it. We on this motivation tour with Meek.
Yes.
Just working, basically.
You've been on tour like damn near for the longest.
Yeah.
So how's everything been treating you?
This is my second big tour.
Yes. Okay. It was like, what's going on with Durk?
Yeah. I could have broke down, but it's like I just had to figure it out, figure myself out, figure my music out, see where my fans at. Like,
yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Now the music got to speak for itself.
You grew your hair back out.
No, for sure. That's the energy.
Yeah, man. Now you dyed it, man.
Yeah,
what is this? What is this? Blonde? What?
It's blonde, but it's like goldish blonde.
Super Saiyan.
Yeah, Super Saiyan?
Yeah, like Goku now.
Durk is in here. I don't call, we took off the Lil Durk. Got like 5 different names, man. Yo, tell them all your alias, man. It's Durk,
I just been creating myself.
Now you have an artist that's a part of OTF. Now explain to the people who he is. You know what I mean? Let them know that. How did you find him, or y'all been knew each other and everything?
Yeah, been knew each other, family vibes, just like, you know what I'm saying? Like he came from my mama, like my brother, you know what I'm saying?
Okay.
He just started rapping. You know what I'm saying?
Damn, man, I'm jealous, man. You just started rapping?
Yeah, you gotta get in. You gotta get in now.
Yeah. You see how it is now.
But the music crazy though.
Okay.
Like he got like his videos like millions already, like 20 million, all that.
Wow.
So now it's just, it's time to match the face with the music. That's why he up here too.
Now, what advice would you give him, you recreated Durk.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Like,
Yeah.
it's hard to recreate yourself, man.
That's for sure.
Yo, man, like, this feels like you're a new artist to me right now. And this type of energy that's out.
You know what I'm saying? So it's like when you meet new fans, it's just letting you know, like, okay, it's a new fan. I'm doing something good. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Lil Tim was arrested and eventually cleared of all charges.
Took this shit from you, come get it back. Mask up, no dark shirts, niggas know who it was. Oh, shit, just
talk to her real fast.
Back, get it in blood.
Talk to the bitches real fast.
Shit from you, come get it back in blood. Killed your man, you keep on talking, better get that shit in blood. Give my shorty them a dub, and they gon' walk inside the club. Hit his little ass with that switch.
I bet that switch up his nerve.
Fuck the odds and sell my city, look, bro, put them in the mud. You can't come back to your hood, huh? It was dissing on my cousin.
Now his ass all in that wood, huh?
Book his ass, I wish he would come. D-Roy pop up out that car with that new Glock, I wish he would run.
His ass playing, bitch, I'm really icy. Who shicey, that's my dog. But who you know I'm really shicey.
You told all the OG niggas that you really slide. Tell the truth about your game, bitch, I really had. Bitch, I got my own fight on insecurity in the club. All they wolfing on the net, nigga, I thought you was a thug. I ain't got nowhere to go, I shot up everywhere they was. You know, took this shit from you, come get it back in blood. Bitch, come get it back in blood. We ain't masked up.
She don't live that far. Say she left a person named Chirp. You know, wanna play.
A 22-year-old man named Timothy Leaks is reportedly facing felony murder charges in connection with the death of King Von. Police say the rapper was shot after an argument broke out between two groups of men in the parking lot of a lounge in Atlanta, and the argument escalated into gunfire between the groups. The Georgia Bureau of Investigation says 2 off-duty Atlanta police officers were working a second security job nearby and responded to the shooting along with 1 APD officer who was on duty. 1 on-duty and 1 off-duty officer fired their weapons. In all, 6 men were shot during the altercation. The APD says they're aware of rumors speculating Vaughn was killed by police and say investigators believe Vaughn was killed before officers even arrived to that scene. Atlanta police and the GBI are still investigating. Vaughn, whose real name was Davon Bennett, was killed, along with one other man, 34-year-old Mark Blakely, who was also from Chicago. Vaughn grew up with rapper Lil Durk in Chicago and was signed to his label. Vaughn had just released his debut album, Welcome to O Block, in October. King Von was 26 years old.
From hard comments. I don't know if people still say it. They used to say it, but you also mentioned a song. They be like, they be singing Slide for Vaughn. I think they trolling me. Yo, by the way, that song is fire. I ain't gonna lie.
For some reason, I just don't see the comments no more. some odd reason. I don't know. Might be the water. You be seeing them comments a lot?
They kind of chilled out a little bit.
I wonder why. We here though. We different in Iraq.
You get triggered by the slide from Vaughn.
Right now, the search is on for 3 people who police say shot at a Savannah rapper, killing a member of his entourage. It happened in Los Angeles, and cameras captured the aftermath. Shots fired, a fight taken to the streets, and this chaotic scene, the ending of a shooting that started in Los Angeles, California. Sheriff's deputies pulling out a man who had been shot in an SUV. Savannah rapper Quando Rondo, a passenger in that car, frantic at the sight. It all started at this mobile gas station at 5:30 Friday evening. LAPD says witnesses heard multiple gunshots, then watched a couple cars zoom off. 3 people in one car shot at this black Cadillac Escalade. It's unclear if those inside shot back.
Can I get some space, please?
It ended at Santa Monica Boulevard. Deputies found it peppered with bullet holes and a shattered window. One man inside, a member of Rondo's entourage, had been shot. The 23-year-old was taken to the hospital where he died. A scene left with remnants of the fight, shoes left in the street, doors flung open. The suspects still on the run. We still don't know what spurred it all, but LAPD says it started at a gas pump.
Victim vehicle, they pulled up, they were pumping gas, and it looks like they probably finished pumping gas, and the suspects approached from the alley, got out of the car, and started shooting at those victims.
Investigators are still trying to piece together details, but they're looking for a white 4-door sedan with suspects wearing dark clothing.
Police helicopters overhead, so we knew something was up.
People in the neighborhood shocked by the news.
Disappointed. There have been a lot of incidents in the past couple of years. It does seem that things have been happening more often on Melrose, between Fairfax and Melrose and around here.
According to TMZ, Rondo was not injured.
Just in case the police listen, I'm not. Man, don't respond to shit. We on. I'm like, fuck it. You trippin'. Go get your gun. They dropping locations. I'm getting it done. Fuck tweeting. We sliding. The feds come. He fucking his bitches. Them niggas, his son.
Good evening. Police tell me that Harvey police officers were doing routine safety patrols at Club O as it was closing when all this went down and multiple shots were fired. And then just 2 hours later, another fatal shooting. Police say they are now investigating retaliation. Club O is quiet this evening, but police say there was a chaotic scene at the strip club early Sunday morning. Multiple shots were fired and lots of weapons were found at the scene. Police say Dante Banks was killed when he was shot in the head outside the club just after midnight. Banks is the older brother of locally known rapper Lil Durk. The 32-year-old is also a rapper who performed as D-Thang. His brother has been silent on Twitter since the shooting, but other people in the music industry are mourning his loss. Lil Reese, another Chicago rapper, tweeted, "Long live D-Thang. Love you, broski." Shortly after Banks was shot and about 500 feet away, police say Officer E. Muhammad heard gunshots and saw someone with a gun at the club.
2 men have been indicted by a grand jury in federal court in Chicago on charges that they were involved in a murder-for-hire plot that led to a man being shot dead in Roseland, prosecutors said. One of the 2 men remains a fugitive. Anthony Montgomery Wilson, 24, and Preston Powell, 23, both of Chicago, are charged with conspiracy to use an interstate facility in commission of a murder for hire. They are also charged with an individual murder for hire count, and Montgomery Wilson also faces a gun charge, prosecutors said. The 2 men are accused of plotting, along with others, to murder Stefan Mack in exchange for money, prosecutors said. Mack was shot and killed by gunmen who got out of a car and opened fire on him as he walked out of the Youth Peace Center of Roseland, 420 West 111th Street, on the afternoon of January 7, 2022. A security guard was also shot, but survived, prosecutors said. 025. 2 o'clock. The indictment, which came down back on October 16 but was initially under seal, said Montgomery Wilson and Powell used a cell phone and a 2014 Chrysler 300, which constitute facilities of interstate commerce, to commit the murder. While the indictment did not specifically identify Mac's killers, photos from the U.S. Attorney's Office showed Montgomery Wilson pursuing the victim with a gun and Powell firing a gun at the security guard and fleeing the scene afterward.
Popular rap artist Lil Durk in a Miami federal courtroom today charged with murder for hire.
U.S. Marshals arrested the Grammy-winning rapper whose real name is Durk Banks in Broward County Thursday.
NBC 6's Marissa Bag is live outside the federal courthouse in Miami to explain why he was arrested in South Florida, even though the alleged crimes happened out of state. Break this down for us, Marissa.
Jawan, according to the FBI, U.S. Marshals caught up with Banks in Broward County yesterday as he was trying to flee the country. He spent the night in the Broward County jail and then came down here to Miami, went before a federal judge just a few hours ago on 2 counts of murder for hire. Durk Banks, the rapper known as Lil Durk, who has collaborated with artists like Drake and Morgan Wallen, appeared in a federal courtroom today accused in a murder-for-hire scheme. Cameras are not allowed inside federal court.
He will not be commenting at this time.
We were just outside the building as his family gave no comment and hopped inside of a black SUV. Federal agents accused Banks of paying for the attempted revenge killing of rapper Quando Rondo in Los Angeles in 2022. The gunman, seen here in surveillance images, instead killed Rondo's cousin. 5 members of Only the Family, or OTF Crew, a hip-hop collective that Banks started, are charged as co-conspirators in the alleged murder-for-hire plot. Officials claim the LA shooting was carried out in retaliation for the 2020 death of Banks' best friend, rapper King Von, in Atlanta. Banks denies that OTF is a gang, but the FBI said in court filings that, quote, OTF members engage in violence, including murder and assault, at the direction of Banks and to maintain their status in OTF, end quote. Banks' music has become more popular in recent years, and he has a foundation that gives back to the community in his hometown Chicago. But that and his music career are on pause as he faces these serious federal charges. And Banks will remain
Chicago
in
rapper
federal...
Lil Durk could be linked to a second murder-for-hire plot, this time in Chicago. These are images of the gunman who shot and killed Stefan Mack in 2022. Prosecutors say Mack was outside the Youth Peace Center of Roseland when he was gunned down. The FBI linked the 2 men charged with Mack's murder to Durk using texts and confidential informants. The feds believe this murder was revenge for the death of Lil Durk's brother. To be clear, Lil Durk has not been charged in Mack's murder.
This is not goodbye. I know we'll meet again. So let your life begin, 'cause this is not goodbye. It's just I love you to take with you until you're home again.
These weren't just punchlines, they were predictions, warnings, maybe even cries for help. Who really wins in the end? Long live the guys. Thanks for watching. Please like, comment, and subscribe to Crime the E-Way for more stories like these.